Today we are going to see the remaining questions of NEET 2020. So let's move on to the first question. Identify the substances having glycosidic bond and peptide bond respectively in the structure. The options are chitin and cholesterol, glycerol, trypsin, cellulose lecithin, and inulin and insulin. We know that glycosidic bonds are seen in polysaccharides and peptide bonds are seen in polypeptides. Here we can see inulin is a polysaccharide and insulin is a polypeptide. Inulin is a polymer of D-fructose in which the monomer units are linked by glycosidic bonds. Inulin occurs naturally in tubers of some plants. Whereas insulin is a polypeptide, peptide A and peptide B linked by means of two disulfide bonds. So the answer of this question is option 4. Moving to the next question. The plant parts which consist of two generations, one within the other. Option A, pollen grains inside the anther. Option B, germinated pollen grain with two male gametes. Option C, seed inside the fruit. And option D, embryo sac inside the ovule. In these options we can see that the pollen grains and the embryo sac forms the haploid gametophytic generation, whereas the anther inside and the ovule inside forms the diploid sporophytic generation. So the answer is D. Pollen grains inside the anther and embryo sac inside the ovule. Next question. The products of reaction catalyzed by nitrogenase in root nodules of leguminous plants is bar R are ammonia alone, nitrite alone, ammonia and oxygen, ammonia and hydrogen. The nitrogenase enzyme converts atmospheric nitrogen into both ammonia and hydrogen. So the answer is ammonia and hydrogen. Next question. Identify the correct statement with regard to gap 1 phase of interphase. First option, DNA synthesis or replication takes place. Second option, reorganization of all cell components takes place. Third option, cell is metabolically active, grows but does not replicate its DNA. Fourth option is nuclear divisions take place. We can discuss about the cell cycle. It consists of G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase and the cell division phase. In the gap 1 phase, the cell is metabolically active. Why? Because growth occurs in that stage. But DNA synthesis occurs in the S phase. So there is no DNA synthesis in G1 phase. G1 phase of the interphase includes synthesis of various proteins, replication of organelles, and synthesis of various enzymes. Since it is a preparatory stage for DNA synthesis and cell division. So during this phase, the cell is metabolically active, grows but does not replicate. The replication of DNA takes place in S phase. So the answer is C. Next question. Cuboidal epithelium with brush border of microvilli is found in option A, lining of intestine, option 2, ducts of salivary glands, option 3, proximal convoluted tubule of nephron, eustachian tube. The intestine is lined with brush-bordered columnar cells with microvilli. Ducts of salivary glands are lined by multi-layered compound epithelium, which are cuboidal. Whereas in the case of eustachian tube, it is ciliated columnar cells. So the correct answer is proximal convoluted tubule of nephron. The correct answer is proximal convoluted tubule of nephron. Next question is, which of the following statements about inclusion bodies is incorrect? They are not bound by any membrane. These are involved in injection of food particles. They lie free in the cytoplasm. These represent reserve materials in cytoplasm. So you have to select the incorrect statement or the negative statement regarding inclusion bodies. So the answer is, they are not involved in ingestion of food. So the answer is B. So this is the only statement which is incorrect about inclusion bodies. Next question, which is the important site of formation of glycoproteins and glycolipids in eukaryote cells. This is comparatively an easy question. Hope you may all know the answer. It's none other than Golgi bodies. Golgi bodies are the site of the formation of glycoproteins and glycolipids in eukaryote cells. In gel electrophoresis, separated DNA fragment can be visualized with the help of option A, acetocarmine in bright blue light, option 2, ethidium bromide in UV radiation, option C, acetocarmine in UV radiation, option 4, ethidium bromide in infrared radiation. The answer is ethidium bromide in UV radiation. Identify the wrong statement with reference to transport of oxygen. Binding of oxygen with hemoglobin is mainly related to partial pressure of oxygen. Partial pressure of carbon dioxide can interfere with oxygen binding with hemoglobin. Third, higher the hydrogen ion concentration in alveoli favors the formation of oxyhemoglobin. Fourth, low the partial carbon dioxide in alveoli favors the formation of oxyhemoglobin. We know that higher the partial pressure of oxygen or higher the concentration of oxygen favors the formation of oxyhemoglobin. So the wrong statement is C, because the hydrogen ion concentration has nothing to do with this phenomenon, formation of oxyhemoglobin. Next question, ray florets have inferior ovary, superior ovary, hypogynous ovary, half inferior ovary. We know that the flowers can be classified into three based on the position of ovary: hypogynous flower, perigynous flower, and epigynous flower. In hypogynous type, the thalamus is dome-shaped and the ovary is superior. Example, brinjal. In perigynous type, the ovary is half inferior and the thalamus is flattened, as in the case of peaches. In epigynous type of flowers, it is having a flattened thalamus with an inferior ovary, as in the case of ray florets of sunflower. So the answer is inferior ovary. So hope you enjoyed the class. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video with the continuation of the previous questions asked during NEET 2020. Enjoy learning. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Be a topper. Thank you.